Hi, my name's Luke. I'm a peer support worker based in the community, using my own lived experience to now support other people. My lived experiences go back around 13 years. Joined the army straight from school, that's all I ever wanted to do. And then that was cut short due to a knee injury, so I was medically discharged with no backup plan. And things seemed to happen all at once from there. And then girlfriend got pregnant quite young, ended up having an ectopic pregnancy. I was skipping from job to job, trying to cope with it. Just 11 months after that, we had our eldest son was born. He's 10 now, happy and healthy, thankfully. But just again, 11 months after he was born, she was pregnant again and ended up having a stillbirth. Spiraled out of control, drinking to try and cope with it, worrying if I was a good dad to our eldest, and just struggling to cope with life in general as a young parent that's still grieving for the loss of a child. Couldn't hold a job down still, so I was struggling to have a steady income, and life went on like that for about 2 or 3 years. And alcohol use turned into abuse, and jobs were hard to keep still. I think the longest I had a job was 11 months, and Christmas Day 2017 everything had boiled over and I just wanted to end my life. I could see no other way of solving it and solving these issues that I had and escaping the pain. And even since then, my daughter was born in 2017 February, so it would have been her first Christmas, and I still didn't want to be around. Still like the thought of my children, because I could even see their life better off without me in it. And I was taught down, closed the Humber Bridge, I was taught down from the early hours and taken into Miranda House and then into a police station. So I spent Christmas Day 2017 in a police station. At least they fed me, they gave me 2 micro meals. Tasted terrible, but it was kind of them to feed me. And I thought something needed to change, so I tried things, tried stopping drinking, tried exercising more, and it was going well for about 2 weeks. And then I sort of got back into old habits thinking I was okay. But then in November 2018, I was back up on the Humber Bridge again, because I wanted to end my life, and I really did not want to live. I again pictured everyone's life better off without me in it. Apart from this time, only one thing had changed, and that was my children. I didn't want my children growing up without a dad. I thought that everyone else around me would be better off. I thought I was a burden. I'd convinced myself I was a burden, and that was no good for anything. I was still struggling with alcohol, and I was admitted to Miranda House for 6 days at that point. And when I came out, I decided that something really did need to change. I needed to stop drinking alcohol altogether. At that time, I was struggling to leave the house, so even fitness, anything like that I'd always been into and used as a coping strategy was now not even doable, because I'd become a recluse and just shut myself off from the world. And stopped drinking. I started running eventually after about a week, 2 weeks, and I used to run past the pubs in my running gear without my wallet. So if I wanted to go to the pub, I had to go home and get a shower and get my wallet. And by the time I'd done that, I couldn't be bothered to go to the pub. And I'm now coming up to 3 years teetotal. Not touched a drop of alcohol. And in that time, I've experienced some fun things that I probably would have drank had I been involved in drinking, had I still been drinking. Like stag do to Ibiza, for example. I did that teetotal. It's phenomenal. And now I'm able to see the world in a much clearer perspective and use my lived experience to now support other people that may one time feel in the same situation that I did and want to end their life. I don't want other people to just become a statistic when actually there is help out there. You're not the only one. You're not a burden. I want to help you. Other people want to help you. Let's talk about it. I'm open. to that conversation, and I'll speak about my journey because I almost guarantee that I will resonate a lot with it at some point. So using my lived experiences of ill mental health and dark thoughts, I've now changed them round, like I've said, and I'm able to use them in my role to inspire others and offer suggestions that other people might not have tried or might not have tried for long enough in terms of, I suppose an example would be physical health. So I'm out and about running. If it's something that other people are interested in, it doesn't have to be running, just getting out and going for a walk and getting out and about in nature and fresh air daily, reading positive things regularly. If social media is becoming a problem and you're not getting any positives from it, a suggestion might be try and reduce your social media use, or try and block it out for a day, 2 days, and see how long you go. And if it's alcohol's the problem or drugs are the problem, I'm able to resonate with that because I've been there, and I can suggest trying to stop or trying to cut down. And all in all, they've got my support to do all of that, so they're not on their own. I definitely believe that sharing my story, and for the other peer support workers as well, it does inspire hope, because it shares that actually there is support out there. There is other people that feel this, and even if they don't talk about it, but they do something about it, I'm happy to speak openly because I know that it will change somebody's life. Absolutely. I think on this World Mental Health Day, like any other, talk to each other, reflect on your own well-being, how those around you are, what can you do to make a difference to yourself, and if you're not struggling, to those around you that may need that support or just a listening ear, someone to talk to. Speak openly about mental health, no matter how uncomfortable it is. It may save someone's life.